player?
Yeah.
I don't know. That's tough to say. I played with a few guys in the under-19 in Dortmund, so I know them really well, like Felix Passlack. But yeah, other than that, I'm starting to gain a lot more chemistry with a lot of players, so I don't know.
Who were your idols when you grew up?
Luis Figo was one of my biggest idols. I was a big fan of his. I had jerseys, and yeah, so he was my biggest. But I also loved, I don't know why, I was a big Wayne Rooney fan. Because I liked Man U, and he was the hardest worker, and I just loved to watch him play. Although we don't play very soon.
Was it hard to speak like German?
Yeah. For a year and a half, I had hour and a half every day of German lessons, and then plus going to school in Germany. So it was really tough at first. It was frustrating, but I mean, people always help me out. They can speak English, and then eventually you just kind of pick it up. Although German's still not very perfect.
Is like the national team at the same level as play? Is he?
Yeah, it's different. You know, Europe and in the U.S. I mean, I think we have a bit of a different style, but it's also a very high level there. It's fun to play for your country as well. Yeah.
What was it like when you scored your first goal for Dortmund?
It's just a moment I'll never forget. You know, I kind of thought about it before the game, and I'm like, you know, I think today's the day, and it just came, and I was just focused on my celebration. I was going to do. Yeah.
What are your thoughts on Bruce Arena as the new national coach?
I only met the guy once. He came to one of my games against Mönchengladbach, and he talked to me for a few minutes and just told me the plan going forward. He hopes to use me in the national team, and he seemed like a very nice guy. But I was also very sad to see Prince leave. He gave me a lot of chances and he helped me out a lot. So yeah, a lot of respect for him too. Yeah. Anything else? It's cool sometimes, I guess.
How do you feel about your rating on FIFA?
It's terrible.
It's not high. It's not
You
high.
should be like an 85.
You should be like 65.
No, now
You gotta think
I
you're
got
still
moved up to
teenagers.
74.
Yeah, 74.
Not great.
74 is good. Like
18?
Every more 64.
Yeah.
Not too concerned.
Yeah.
Team of the year.
No.
You talk about the difference in culture between playing here against what it was like when you were growing up in the States.
Yeah, I think the biggest difference I noticed in the first week is in training, whether it was a small-sided game or a little possession game, if there's points involved, the kids just want to win so bad. Whether it's, like I said, a little possession game that doesn't mean anything, it's just so intense every day, and they're fighting because it's their life and it's their job, and they want it so bad that they want to win every moment and every part of training. So that's the biggest difference.
What about the physical side?
That was also a big jump for me coming here. When I first moved with the pros last January, that was my biggest obstacle I could face, I'd say, was kind of growing up, getting stronger, and knowing how to use my body and in the right moments.
How did it feel like watching the Champions League against your island to plan your first Champions League game?
Yeah, it was cool the first time I got to go out there and hear the song, you know, that I've only ever seen on TV, and then you're standing out there, you're looking across the field at Cristiano and guys that you watch YouTube videos of, and it's amazing. It's cool, but you gotta kind of calm yourself down and say, I'm one of them too, so I gotta fight. I'm just as good. I mean, but, yeah.
When you go out, do people like come up to you a lot, or
Yeah.
do you like hide yourself?
I mean, I don't go into the city much and kind of like put myself out there, but yeah, people start to notice, especially in Dortmund, they love all their Dortmund players and stuff, and want pictures and stuff like that. Huh? Yeah. It's not the worst thing.
Last question. What influence, not because your dad's in here, but we talk about when they leave us, the most important is when they walk in the door at home, how much influence your parents have on how you became who you are?
Yeah, it was everything. I mean, not only has he been there for me the past year, or whatever, 2.5 years in Germany for me, and being able to talk with me every day after a tough day or helping me get through something like that. But also, he was my coach for growing up, which is a whole different thing. But yeah, it's been everything. And I know I have him always here, which unfortunately he's leaving soon. But my mom always, I can talk to her, and I always have a really strong, support system where.
They were always pretty honest with you.
Yeah,
Bad
absolutely.
performance, honest, good performance.
My dad, you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I mean, I think he's tried to back off a little bit more from the soccer side now that I'm getting older. But yeah, I mean, he's honest with me. He tells me, yeah, but he's not too hard on me. So.
You kind of glanced on it a little bit when you were saying how, growing up you made a lot of sacrifices. Can you talk about, a lot of these kids, they want to be on FIFA, they want to have that rating or whatever. Yeah. But in order to get that, there's so much that you have to give up, and there's so much sacrifice that you're willing to do to get there. Can you kind of talk a little about your sacrifice that you had to make personally to get to where you are?
I was just like you guys. I'm sure I had a home in Hershey, Pennsylvania, and I had all my best friends and my family there. And making the decision to jump over to Europe and move my life, it was the hardest thing I ever had to do. And I wasn't particularly excited to go leave home, but I knew that it was my dream ever since I was little to be a professional soccer player. And that's what I had to give up in order to do that. And I think if I continue to go down this route, then this feels more and more like home, and then I live the life that I always wanted, and that's the best thing I have.
What were some of your initial challenges when you were here? Like obviously it's
the language was really tough. But other than that, you don't have any close friends. But as soon as you move in, you're playing with a new team, and it's difficult because they all have their little groups and their friend groups, and you have to earn respect on the field. And I think that's the best way to earn respect even off the field. You have to show that you're a good player, and then once you show how good you are, then they'll pass you the ball, and then all that stuff